Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner. This is a review for Little Women Atlanta. Y'all kept asking, would I do this show? So I'm doing it, okay? This is season 6, episode 1. If you have not done so already, please come over to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, and all that goodness and stuff. Okay, you can also like this video, you can comment in the comment section, you can share it on your social media and all of that stuff, okay? You can follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner, and remember to relax, to relate, to release, to always center yourself and everyone around you. I always remember to inhale and to exhale, because sometimes we forget to breathe, okay? This season we know it's different because Minnie passed away from a car accident, and they had put the season on hold. I think they had reshot some scenes towards the end of the season, so that is why we are now getting this. And in the beginning of the episode, they had the cast all give a little statements about how they are still dealing with the loss of Minnie. And, you know, they are happy to be able to still have this season play out with Minnie included. And I think that was important. I'm happy they did not scrap this season, or they did not cut her out. I'm pretty sure it's probably hard for her mom to see this season, because it hasn't. I don't think it's even been a year yet since she's passed away. So you know, we're gonna watch this season, and I'm going to review this season as such, and whatever happens on the episode, that's what we will discuss. Side note, I love everyone's hair in this. Okay, Abira has stepped up her hair game this season. I just wanted to bring up that, and that's about all. Okay, so we see the episode starts off with Abira, who was officially moved to Atlanta from Florida. Was it Florida? I think it was Florida. Her and her 4 children or whatever. She brings up how out of her 4 kids, one of her children, her youngest daughter, is a little person. The other 3 are regular person size. I think they call it, was it regular person? I don't know. They're not a little person. So we do see that Juicy come by, okay, for a little visit or whatever. She brings up how you doing or whatever, and how things going with you being managed by Minnie. And the bear brings up how she wants to do things on her own, because she still feels like Minnie has more loyalty to the twins than she does to her. Now, the last time I can remember, Minnie kept telling her, I'm working on stuff for both of y'all, but y'all doing different things. Whereas for you, I had a song release party, but for them, they had a video. It was still different things happening, but Abira is not happy with that or whatever, so she wants to go ahead and do things on her own. And she also brings up how, since she moved to Atlanta, that she wants to have a whole housewarming, and she's going to invite all the girls, including the twins. And she says, because even though we beefing, we are still a family of little people, so we all need to support each other, even through our own bullshit. I'm like, I don't know if the twins gonna come. I'm gonna leave that be or whatnot. Okay, now we then see Amanda and Minnie working out. Let me say this, I cannot tell the twins apart at all. I do not know which one is Amanda. I do not know which one is Andrea. Sometimes I remember they have different tattoos on their chests, but I still can't remember which one has the paw prints and which one does not have the paw prints or whatever. But I think from now on, I can remember that the paw print twin is the one that's married. Okay, that's the only thing I could think about, is the paw print twin is married. So if I see the paw prints and see a wedding ring on the finger, okay, that's the married twin. I may not know it's Amanda, but I'm like, that's the married one. But again, I'm glad they are identical. I could not tell them apart. Anyway, Minnie brings up how, you know, her and Juicy having their issues, because at it was a reunion special or kickoff special where Juicy accused Minnie of possibly lying about having, you know, congenital heart failure. And I'm like, Minnie, Minnie and Juicy always, has had these issues or whatever. And, they bring up how, Juicy wanted proof or was saying how, maybe she lied. Because again, Minnie lied seasons ago about a pregnancy. So from then, Juicy always make it seem as if Minnie out here lying or whatever. Okay. So she brings up how I'm gonna go to my doctor, get some testing done, and get some pep work, and I'm going to show it to Juicy at Abira's house. I'm gonna show her the proof. Boom, pow, pow. Now Amanda brings up, well, I'm not even sure that me and Andrea are going to go to Beer's housewarming because again, we don't like her, she don't like us, so whatever. It's always some foolishness, and even when we try to support her, she always be on some bullshit. So I could not promise me and Andrea will be there for you. I would not invite anyone to a housewarming who I have issues with, but again, this is a show. It was what it was. So we then see Money. Money, who was having issues with her husband, Moreland, is now back in Atlanta, whatever. She brings up how she called Juicy weeks ago and brought up how, I'm saying, can I come stay with you until I get a place, in Atlanta. I'm leaving, I think they were in Houston. I'm leaving Houston. I need to come there, but I need someone to stay real quick or whatever. And Juicy at that point said, yes, you can come and stay with me. Don't worry about it. Yes, yes, yes. But Juicy then brings up how at the reunion little special, whatever, how she was upset that Money did not kind of back her up and insinuating that Minnie was lying about the heart for yourself. I'm looking like, Juicy is so messy. Girl, she just messy. It was dumb to me. I'm like, why you need somebody else to back up your opinion on her? If that's how you feel, she don't have to feel that way, okay? Juicy then brings up how Money just did not back her up in that. She did not call and check on her since special, whatever. So when she get there with her luggage, when she done drug her luggage up these stairs, and she opens the door, and Juicy then said, oh, well, leave the luggage out there. Let's talk real quick. I'm looking like, let's talk for what? And she's like, oh, okay, what's going on? And when they sit down and Juicy said how she's upset for these reasons, Money's like, girl, I had stuff going on in my own life. Like, I had my own situation. Like, I just didn't call you because I was going through things. She's leaving Houston, leaving her husband. She has other shit to worry about than you caring about some shit going on with Minnie. It was Juicy is messy and petty and childish or whatever. And then she said, you know what, if you can't be a good friend to me, then you need to get a hotel room and not there. Minnie said, okay, no problem. I would not be here kiss somebody's ass, not today. And then she leave. I'm like, Juicy ain't shit. You ain't shit for waiting until she got there to tell her she can't stay. And even though she said, well, you forgot about me, but you showed up here at my house today. But you knew before today that she was coming. You also knew before today that you don't want her there. Why wait until she gets, girl, a last minute ass, you can't stay here? I would never ever trust you again, okay? Girl, bye. I had the whole girl. I had a whole picture. I forgot to put the pictures up. Okay, so again, Money talking to Juicy. It was still some bullshit no matter what and whatnot. And I like how Money instantly, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and fuss with you. I'm not going to beg to be here, bitch. I got to go. We then see Chris and Andrea. Girl, she is still with Chris. Still not married. Okay, her parents are still taking care of not one, not two, but all three of their kids. The fact that Andrea and Chris have 3 children together and all 3 of her kids are living with her parents in a whole other state speaks volumes on them as parents and just as human beings. I'm looking like, at what point do you realize you need to get your shit together? Okay? I'm like, girl, you don't say, well, they're with my parents because of their health issues and also because I'm here in Atlanta trying to build a successful career to be able to take care of them. You have not been able to do that in the 6 seasons, okay? The 6 seasons of this show. two of them kids you had while on this show. Well, at least two with the two. Yeah, two kids you had on this show. The fact that y'all done had y'all stuff together after the first kid, but you then went and had two more children is the most of the bull of the shit. All that. Y'all ain't shit. I don't care what anyone says. I understand parents wanting to get their stuff together for their kids. I completely get that. But y'all kept having kids knowing, one, it's hard for her to even carry kids, and then two, y'all ain't got shit together. Made me mad. And her and Chris talking about, we just need to get together so we can all be together. You've had 6 seasons for that shit. Y'all bet not had no more kids, and y'all bet not come on here in season 7. Them kids ain't with y'all. If you ain't did it in 7 seasons, give it up. Okay? Anyway, Andrea then complains about how she's not talked to Amanda, and how she, Amanda's got married now, whatever, and now she wants to do stuff on her own, and that makes her feel some kind of way. And Chris, being logical for the first time in life, brings up how, people need to have their own life, so it's not a bad thing that she wants that. You can also start doing stuff on your own. I'm like, Andrea, mama, grow up. And she likes to, when we're twins, and no one can get how much of a bonding thing it is when you have someone who's your identical twin. That's why your ass ain't nowhere in life, because you too busy trying to be connected to somebody else and not thinking about your own self. You have 3 children to think about. You need to get up, get out, and get something for yourself, okay? Stop worrying about your fucking sister who would live in life with a whole new husband and no children. Girl, the fuck bye, okay? It made me mad. It made me because I'm like, don't sit up here looking all sad as if something is wrong with your grown-ass sister who got a grown-ass husband and now they have a grown-ass marriage. But you want her to sit there and be your goddamn partner in life. Girl, the fuck by. Your kids should be your partner in life, but they not. Made me mad, girl. Made me mad. Anyway, back to Abira's house. Abira is at home spending time with her kids. Now, her daughter is 7, named Phoebe, and she is a little person. Her other daughter is Tabira. She's 16. She is not a little person. Then her son, named, I think it's Henry. It's spelled Jhenri. I'm guessing it's Henry. It's 3. And then her other son Jasper is 13. And it was funny-ish seeing the 3-year-old tell the 7-year-old, you're not big, you're little, because she's his big sister. So to him, as a 3-year-old, because she's smaller than me, how are you my big sister when you're little? She's like, but no, even though she's smaller than you, she's still your big sister. Like, mommy is also little, but I'm mommy, right? So that was cute and fun to see her kind of explain to the kid or whatever. So they chit and chat for peace or whatever. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. The kids like Atlanta so far. They having a good time or whatever. The 13-year-old son said he already got a girlfriend. Looking like he 13. But okay, fine. We then hear a knock on the door. And who is it? It is Money. Money is there with her luggage because Money needs somewhere to stay. And she brings the pie because, Juicy out the blue, put her out basically, and she had to think quick on her feet, like, where can I go real quick just to have somewhere for at least today or tomorrow. And then she explains how I was supposed to be here with Juicy, but Juicy put me out, and she was mad about this and that or whatever, and it wasn't right that she kind of put me out. And the fact that Abira was like, girl, come on in. Bring your stuff and you are welcome to be here. I cannot have you out in the streets. Honey, the fact that Abira kept calling Juicy Charlene, I will be calling Juicy Charlene for the rest of the season, honey. I wrote all my notes in Charlene. I don't know anyone's real name except for the Tiny Twins. I think, but it's Money's real name? Is Juicy the only one to go by that? Girl, I don't know. Anyway, but again, I did not know that Juicy's real name was Charlene. And Abira, like, what was Charlene's issue? I was like, who the fuck is Charlene? And I'm like, bitch, Juicy real name is Charlene, girl. Oh, her name was Charlene. Now, anyway, Money bring up our thing is like she's not trying to be judging Minnie, based on her health issues or whatever. She can't be doing that just to make Juicy happy. And I'm like, girl, me either. I barely said, well, Charlene was wrong for not at least letting Money stay the night to at least get things figured out. I'm going, that is very, very true. She was, okay? But again, so now, Minnie is staying with Abira at least for, a week or so, whatnot, okay? So we do see the twins who are together being Bob the Builders. They was building shit. I'm like, why are they building shit? But I guess, no matter your side, you gotta build stuff sometimes. But they both, like, one has a husband and the other got a baby. They're like, why ain't they doing that shit? But anyway, they just being by the builders. So Andrea brings up how she's been feeling some kind of way because Amanda, really wants to focus on her marriage, you know what I'm saying, and not the whole let's be the tiny twins or whatever. And Amanda brings up, well, I wasn't trying to be, funny or whatever. I was not trying to make you feel any kind of way. But I want you to get that, you know what I'm saying, I'm married now and I need to focus on my husband. And this is my thing. Amanda is an adult who realizes as you get older and you get, in life this happens. I got married. I can't be up here and be your sidekick for life. I could not do that or whatever. And the fact that it's Amanda has had to put a lot of stuff off dealing with Andrea's bullshit. The fact that, Andrea had 3 kids that made, Amanda have to sit down and just wait until she was ready to do whatever else again. It's weird for me that, girl, it's weird that Andrea feels as if Amanda doing anything that she hasn't done to her 3 times already. It's dumb. It's really, it's kind of weird. And she brings up how, we have to have our own separate life. And I'm like, yes, y'all should. Y'all are growing up. We need to do things on our own. And I feel like Andrea just wants them to do things together. And that's just dumb. You can't have 3 kids on me and keep having baby issues or whatever. And every time something happens in your life, we are put on pause. So now, not that I no longer want to be the tiny twins or even that I don't want to do things with you. I'm just going to also do things on my own. Okay? Honey, that's the way to do it. Anyway, we then see it's the housewarming party. Look, they was all there. Boom, boom, boom. Abira brings up how the main reason she moved to Atlanta was because she has a good group of little people friends here, and she wants to show her daughter that who's also a little person that, you know what I'm saying, there are other people in the world like you. That was the best explanation ever of why she's here, okay? Boom, pow, pow. Now, Money and Minnie get there first or whatever. They were taking little jello shots. Honey, and they was teasing Money about sucking down the jello because they know she suck and swallow. I was like, that's just nasty. Like it. Anyway, that was fun. Now, the twins did not show up. And for some reason, Abira was offended. Look, if you invite someone you beefing with to your house and they don't come, you can't get mad. Y'all was beefing. They didn't have to come. And they didn't say they were coming. They just did not respond. Y'all ain't cool like that. Not for no housewarming. I get if you had an event somewhere and they maybe did not show. Whatever. But I don't want people I don't mess with in my house. Period. Okay? But I'm going to leave that be. Now, when Charlene got there, she's like, why ain't nobody talking to me? Because Minnie and Money both did not speak to Charlene, okay? But again, she come in, take her little shot by herself or whatever, and then they all go out and sit outside to have a little campfire or whatever, I don't know. So it'd be like, you know what, let's cut the bullshit or whatever. Let's chit-chat about what's going on. Hey, Charlene, why did you accuse Minnie of lying about her heart condition? Like, why would you do that? What's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? Minnie then pulls out the medical paperwork from her doctor and throw it in Charlene's face, which makes Charlene toss it back. I'm just like, y'all is violent or whatever. At that point in time, Abira reads it, Money reads, and they see, okay, she went to the doctor, whatever, and her heart failure stuff is like listed on there too. Honey, Charlene then say, well, I've seen people make up fake doctor's notes and that. We don't know if that's. I'm looking like, bitch, she didn't even look at it. She didn't. Girl, Charlene is a messy old broad or whatever. Anyway, people make up stuff all the time. I don't. They like what you haven't looked at it, Charlene. What is you doing, Mama? What's going on here? Okay. At this point in time, Minnie and Charlene fussed about whatever. You old and you old too. Well, I'm like, girl, y'all both older, so stop it or whatnot. Okay. At that point in time, Abira bring up how, Charlene, you don't practice what you preach. You want to preach about people being good friends, whatever, but you are not a good friend. Even how you put money out without even caring about her being here alone at night, and it's 40 degrees. I'm like, 40 degrees? Not cold. Well, at least it's not cold here in Michigan. Anyway, you can't, that wasn't right either. And not money, Charlene saying how, if I don't want somebody in my house, they not going to be in my house. And no one is saying that you should have someone there who you don't want there. But if money your friend, why would you put her out? Because you mad about some bullshit that really had nothing to do with her in the first place. How you mad because she don't share your opinion of someone else? Girl, the fuck by, okay? And then Charlene said, I did not climb up this slanted ass driveway to be talked to like that or whatever. Money didn't go off. Not go off. She didn't go off, but she brought up how you saying you wanted me to care more about how you felt about something than me going through life with a punk ass husband who was like leaving me or whatever. Like, I'm having a whole life crisis with my husband or whatever, and you don't get enough of it. I came to talk to you. I came here to be with you because you are a friend who knew about shit going on. And I wanted to be able to confide in you. And you was like, fuck me, basically, or whatever. And then Money gets up and, kind of just gets pissed off and leaves or whatever. Because she did say, like, my husband left me and didn't care. And I came here to get through it with you, and you put me out. And then she walks away. And Charlene is sitting there by herself because Money walked away. Minnie then walked away, and so did Abira. And then they just left Charlene like, everybody, don't nobody want to respect the queen. I'm looking like, you can't be the queen acting how you act, girl. Just cut the bullshit of it all or whatever. We then see Minnie meet with the twins or whatever. She just tells them about Abira being mad that they did not come to her party. But like, we don't like her. She don't like us. We try to be nice. She always come at us with some bullshit. So again, we don't have time for that. Okay. And they then bring up how, you didn't, I don't know. They brought up how they still friends or whatever. And, they always will be the three amigos. I'm like, okay, fine. Now, we do see Charlene and Money meet up. Charlene invited her out just to talk to her, whatever. And what I can say is she at least, owned her bullshit part in not being a good friend or whatever, and seeing how Money was, affected by her putting her out. And this her not being a good friend, I realized I should have put my feelings aside and been there for you. So I handled that wrong, and I want to say that I am sorry, my bad or whatever. And I'm here for you. And Money brings up, like, my marriage is real bad right now. Like, it's bad. Like, I almost, like, I want to get a divorce. I'm saying it's bad than what it was before. And she brings up how once they moved to Houston, things got worse than it was when it was in Atlanta. I'm like, damn, it was worse. Girl, anyway, so Charlene, like, I get it because, again, I've been through a divorce, so I should have been more open and understanding to you, my friend, and now they all on good terms or whatever. So Juicy is having a whole little launch party because she got some sunglasses coming out, and she has a whole party, and she invites everyone, okay, and I'm like, now they all are there. Let's critique the looks. I loved Juicy's outfit. Juicy can't dress to be like, bitch, it's me. I love the purse too. I don't like Abira's outfit. Something about her pants and the top don't match because her top, the part around the boobs, it wasn't a leopard print. It was a different print and it clashed. I wish you would have had a solid black top on or even like a red top. But this the pattern that was around the boobs didn't match the leopard on the pants and the clad. And then the stripe of the silhouette of the shirt, I didn't like how it looked. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. I love Money's look. Okay, the dress is really really cute. It fit well. The boots color matched the pattern color of the dress. That's cute. Juicy look great. All black, all black, all black. The twins, I'm gonna need them to stop wearing wrestling outfits. I want them to step their game up because consistently wearing tight onesies to me is played out. Okay, we get y'all thick little people or whatnot. I'm saying I need y'all to just dress as other clothes they could wear beside that. But I get their bodies are shaped differently, so that may just be easier for them to do. But again, I'm tired of the little bodysuits and the heels. But I'm gonna leave that be. Come move on from that. So Abira at first was not happy when she saw the twins, so she kind of had walked away when they got there, or whatever. But I'm like, this is stupid. And when Charlene walked in, she had purple rose petals being tossed. It was cute or whatnot. Okay, so Charlene gives a messy ass, not a toast, a messy ass, speech or whatever about being a boss. Okay, and not depending on other people. Okay, and not. And then bossing up on your health or whatever. And I'm like, it was just, and people being imitated. I'm like, it was real. I'm talking to Minnie, but I'm also talking about myself, but I'm talking to Minnie. It was real. Like, is she being messy? Because it was like, what is she talking about? Because her speech just kind of had nothing to do with the sunglasses or whatever. Oh my girl, it's fine. So a beer, like, was that shade towards Minnie? That whole, health thing, was it about her? She's like, no, I'm saying? I have bossed up about my health too. Can I get a drink? Can I get a drink or something? I'm like, girl, bye. A beer then turns her she turns her attention to the twins, okay? And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. They are then going at it. And I mean like this back and forth. She asked him, why didn't y'all bring y'all bubble-headed asses to my party? I'm like, did you just call them bubble heads? I'm like, what is going on? Why? Why are we doing that? And they're like, why do you care if we shut up or not? Like, we're not cool. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh. I'm like, why here doing outside? It's because they snow and they plowing our snow. Anyway, because we had a snowstorm today. At this point in time, one twin starts barking at a beer as a bully. The other twin starts barking too. Now they barking at her. Then the beer starts barking back. And I mean barking by me. It's just noise. And you can't really tell what's being said. But everybody's just noise. Just barking at noise or whatever. They then start calling each other hoes. You a hoe for this and you a hoe for that. And one twin say a beer is a hoe because she has 3 baby daddies. The twins then say how I only have 1 baby daddy. I'm like, first of all, girl, I respect a woman with 4 kids and 3 baby daddies more, who were taking care of their children, versus somebody with 3 kids with 1 baby daddy. But y'all aren't good parents. So you can't come at her for having more than 1, kid father when she at least is taking care of her children. So my thing is, she may have had sex with more men, but she's still more responsible than you. So, I mean, this didn't mean shit. At this point, it's a whole argument. A beer then say y'all need, speech therapy. I'm like, that's not nice. But I think that may be because of them being little people. At this point, they're all fussing. And as you see, everyone has a glass in their hands. Now, Money tries her best to get the glass out of Abira's hand. I think at this point, Abira may have been a little bit drunk. I'm not sure. Anyway, Abira does not allow her to do that. Leave my glass alone. Don't touch it. Okay, so they fussing. And as they're yelling back and forth, Abira's mouth is just wet. Okay, because she's just talking. Her mouth is wet or whatever. And as she's talking, as she's just having a conversation, some spit, comes out of her mouth, whatever. She did not spit on anyone at all. When that happens, one of the twins, I don't know which one, then purposely spits back at her. And I was like, bitch, okay, at that point in time, it's a whole fight, it's a whole tussle. A beer then tosses a drink on them, and now their glasses are flying back and forth. Charlene gets hit in the head and she's bleeding or whatever. It was a beer's glass who hit her in the head because she was in the middle of them. And when she tossed the glass, Charlene's head was right there. I'm looking like, girl, sometimes stand back. So they're carrying the twins out because, again, it's a complete melee. It's broken glass everywhere. And truthfully, the twins were more aggressive. Okay, they was more aggressive or whatever. Not saying Abira was not, but they were trying to actively both get at Abira more than Abira was trying to get at both of them. I mean, Abira wasn't backing down either, but again, it was like a two against one thing, so of course they had to carry them two out. It was a mess. The twins was outside acting like animals. So, bitch, what? Grrr, and trying to get back in the club. I was like, sit the fuck down. It was a mess. And Juicy head is cut. Her foot, I think, got cut through the glass or whatever. And I'm like, how were they out there? Like, how did Abira get out of her shoe? Like, she had on knee-high boots. At what point she take a girl? It was a mess. And that was on episode. Until next week, peace.